I never thought a dog could change my life, but the moment I met that Doberman, everything shifted. He wasn't just a pet, he became my protector, my best friend, and the reason I felt truly alive. This isn't just a story about a dog. It's about a connection so deep it left an unforgettable mark on my heart. Stay till the end, because what happened between us was nothing short of magic. I never believed in fate, never thought a single moment could shift the course of my life, but that night, that cold, quiet night, everything changed. The streets were empty, the air heavy with the scent of rain. A dull streetlight flickered above, casting long shadows across the pavement. I had no destination, just a restless heart and tired feet that carried me forward. Life had been hitting me hard. Stress, loneliness, an overwhelming sense of something missing. And then I saw him, a silhouette, standing motionless beneath the old oak tree in the park. At first, I thought he was just another stray, but as I got closer, I realized he was different. A Doberman, sleek, powerful, his coat shimmering under the dim light, muscles rippling beneath his skin. But it wasn't his body that stopped me in my tracks, it was his eyes. Dark, deep, filled with something I couldn't quite name. Intelligence, curiosity, something more. I hesitated. I had always heard stories about Dobermans, how they were aggressive, unpredictable. But this one didn't move, didn't bark, didn't growl. He just watched me, studied me, as if he knew my thoughts, my pain, my fears. For a moment, it was just the two of us. The city around us faded, the silence stretching between us like an invisible thread. Then he took a step forward, a slow, deliberate movement. My heart pounded. Should I run? Should I stay? But something in my gut told me this wasn't danger, this wasn't fear. This was something else. I lifted my hand, palm facing him, the universal sign of trust. And then he did something that sent a shiver down my spine. He pressed his nose against my skin. A breath, a pause, and then a slow wag of his tail. I let out a shaky breath, my fingers brushing against his head. He didn't flinch, didn't move away. Instead, he leaned in just slightly, just enough. It was the smallest gesture, but it spoke volumes. I had no idea where he came from, no collar, no leash, no sign of an owner. He was alone, just like me. I knelt down, our eyes meeting at the same level. "Hey, buddy," I whispered. "Where'd you come from?" Of course, he didn't answer. But in that moment, he didn't need to, because somehow I already knew this wasn't a coincidence. This wasn't random. This was meant to be. And deep down, I knew this was only the beginning. I couldn't stop thinking about him that night. After I walked away, something inside me felt incomplete, like I had left a part of myself behind in that park. Sleep didn't come easy. My mind kept replaying the moment, his eyes, the way he pressed his nose against my palm, the quiet understanding that passed between us. Who was he? Where did he come from? And why did it feel like I had known him forever? The next evening, I found myself walking the same path. Maybe it was curiosity, maybe it was something deeper. Either way, my heart pounded as I stepped into the park, scanning the area. And then, just like before, he was there, same spot, same posture, as if he had been waiting for me. But this time, something was different. The moment he saw me, his tail wagged, slow at first, then faster. My chest tightened. He remembered me. I wasn't just a passing stranger. A small smile tugged at my lips as I walked toward him, crouching down. He stepped closer, pressing his head against my knee. Something inside me cracked open. I hadn't realized how much I needed this, how much I craved this unspoken connection. Life had felt so empty for so long, like I was just going through the motions, drowning in a loneliness I could never quite explain. But here with him, that loneliness faded. For the next hour, we just sat there, no words, no expectations, just two souls sharing the same space. Every once in a while, he would nuzzle my hand and I would scratch behind his ears. He didn't demand anything from me, didn't judge me. He was simply there. And for the first time in a long time, I felt okay. Days turned into weeks, and this became our routine. Every evening, I would find him in the same spot waiting, and every evening, I would sit with him, talking about my day, about life, about things I had never said out loud to anyone. He listened. He always listened. One night, as the wind howled through the trees, I looked into his eyes and whispered, "Do you have a home?" He didn't move, didn't react, just kept looking at me with that same quiet understanding. I exhaled softly. Yeah, me neither. I didn't know why I said it. I had a place to live, 4 walls, a roof, a bed, but was that really a home? Or was home something else, something I had been missing all along? I reached out, running my fingers through his fur. He leaned into my touch, his warmth seeping into my skin. And in that moment, I realized something. I wasn't just helping him, he was helping me. And deep down, I knew this wasn't just a stray dog. This was fate. And fate had bigger plans for us than I could ever imagine. That night started like any other. I had finished work late, exhausted, my mind heavy with the weight of the day deadlines, expectations, the suffocating routine of life. It all felt like too much. The only thing that kept me going was knowing he would be there, waiting for me. As I walked toward the park, the streets were quieter than usual. A strange stillness lingered in the air, and an unsettling feeling crawled up my spine. I shook it off, convincing myself it was just exhaustion playing tricks on me. But something felt off. When I reached the park, my eyes immediately searched for him. My heartbeat quickened. Was he there? Had something happened? And then, relief, he stood in his usual spot, ears perked, eyes locked onto me the moment I stepped in. But tonight, he wasn't wagging his tail. He was stiff, alert, watching something behind me. I followed his gaze, and that's when I saw him. A man standing under a broken street lamp, half hidden in the shadows. His hoodie was pulled low over his face, his hands tucked deep into his pockets. He wasn't moving, just staring. Every instinct in my body screamed at me to run, but I couldn't, my legs wouldn't move. The Doberman's growl cut through the silence, low and warning, a sound that sent chills through my bones. The man took a slow step forward, and that's when the Doberman moved. I had never seen him like this before. His body tensed, his ears pinned back, teeth bared. His stance was powerful, controlled, but dangerous. He stepped in front of me, blocking me from the stranger, his growl deepening into something primal. A protector. A guardian. My heart slammed against my ribs. The man hesitated, his posture shifting slightly. He had planned something, maybe to follow me, maybe worse, but now, with this Doberman standing between us, he wasn't so sure. Another step forward from the Doberman, a sharp bark cutting through the thick air like a knife. The man flinched, and then, without a word, he turned and disappeared into the night. Silence. My breath came in short gasps, my hands trembling at my sides. I looked down at the Doberman, my vision blurring with something I couldn't quite name. He looked up at me, just looked, and in that moment, I knew he had saved me. I dropped to my knees, wrapping my arms around him, burying my face in his fur. My chest ached with something overwhelming, something raw and real. "Thank you," I whispered. His body relaxed against mine, his tail giving a small wag, as if to say, "Always." And in that moment, I made a decision. This wasn't just a dog I visited in the park. This wasn't just a chance meeting. He was mine. And from this night forward, I was his. That night, everything changed. As I walked home, the Doberman followed his paws silent against the pavement. He didn't hesitate, didn't look back, as if he had always known this was where he belonged. And maybe, deep down, I had always known it too. When I reached my doorstep, I turned to him. "You don't have anywhere else to go, do you?" My voice was soft, hesitant. A part of me still wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. But then he did something that erased every doubt. He sat down, right there at my feet. His eyes locked onto mine, steady, trusting. No hesitation, no uncertainty. I swallowed the lump in my throat and pushed the door open. "Come on, then." He didn't wait for a second invitation. He stepped inside, his sleek body moving with silent grace. The moment the door clicked shut behind us, a strange warmth filled the room, like something was finally right, like home had just been redefined. That first night, I let him sleep wherever he wanted. The couch, the floor, my bed, it didn't matter. He had earned his place. But instead of choosing a cozy spot, he curled up right next to the front door. A guardian, even in a safe place, he refused to let his guard down. I sat on the floor beside him, resting my back against the wall. The night felt heavier than usual, the weight of everything that had happened pressing against my chest. If he hadn't been there, if he hadn't protected me, I didn't even want to think about what could have happened. I reached out, running my fingers through his fur. "I owe you my life," I whispered. He lifted his head, looking at me with those deep, knowing eyes. And then, for the first time, he did something he had never done before. He placed his paw on my knee. A silent promise. A bond sealed without words. At that moment, I knew this wasn't just companionship. This was something stronger, something unbreakable. The days that followed were some of the best of my life. Morning walks that stretched into hours, late-night conversations where he listened better than any human ever had. The way he sat beside me when I worked, resting his head on my lap as if to remind me I wasn't alone anymore. I gave him food, shelter, a name, but in return, he gave me something far more valuable. A reason to wake up, a reason to smile, a reason to believe that maybe, just maybe, life had something beautiful left to offer. And for the first time in years, I felt truly deeply alive. Years passed, but his loyalty never wavered. Every morning, he was there waiting by my bedside before I even opened my eyes. Every evening, he walked beside me, his pace matching mine, his presence a silent reassurance. It was as if he could sense my emotions before I even spoke them. If I was happy, his tail wagged, mirroring my joy. If I was down, he rested his head on my lap, his warm brown eyes telling me he understood. We weren't just owner and pet, we were family. He had been with me through everything. The best days, the worst nights, the moments when I thought I couldn't go on. And he never asked for anything in return, just love, just companionship. And I gave him both with every fiber of my being. That time is cruel. I had always known dogs don't live as long as we do, but knowing it doesn't make it easier. The first time I noticed something was wrong, we were on one of our usual evening walks. He slowed down not just a little, but noticeably. His breathing was heavier, his steps less confident. I stopped, kneeling beside him. "Hey buddy, you okay?" He looked up at me, tail wagging weakly. He was trying to be strong for me, but I knew. From that day on, everything changed. His movements became slower. He slept more, ate less. His once powerful frame grew thinner, and yet, despite the pain, despite the weakness, he never let go of his spirit. He still greeted me every morning, still curled up beside me at night, still protected me, even when it should have been my turn to protect him. One night, as we sat together on the couch, I stroked his fur, feeling the frailness beneath my fingertips. My throat tightened. "You don't have to fight for me anymore," I whispered. "You've done enough." He let out a soft sigh, his head resting against my chest. And in that moment, I realized he wasn't afraid. He wasn't holding on out of fear, he was holding on because he didn't want to leave me alone. Tears blurred my vision as I kissed the top of his head. "It's okay," I choked out. "You can rest now." And that night he did. I woke up to silence, no warm body pressed against my side, no soft breathing, just stillness and a piece of my heart that would never be whole again. People say dogs come into our lives to teach us something: loyalty, love, the meaning of true companionship. He taught me all of that and more, because even though he was gone, he never really left. I still felt him beside me on quiet nights, still heard his paws against the floor in my dreams, still carried him with me in every step I took. He had given me the best moments of my life, and for that, I would be forever grateful. Some bonds never fade, even after they're gone. If you've ever had a connection like this, share your story in the comments.